We just saw it, also a first down.
First down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
13 yards. First down, Packers.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And goal at the Buccaneers' 1 yard line.
Snap comes at 1. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are pouring it on. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On the counter, Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big effort that time out of Ingram. And even 50 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the Packers' 9-yard line.
They run, it's Mark Ingram. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And judging by our scoreline, they have 6-0 in their future as they look to grind this one down a little. They've got it 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And this offense is running away with this one as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Brady's pass.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
To Evans on the slant. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Mike Evans has been so good downfield. I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look... back at what he's done each year in the league, He's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again to Jones. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This Tampa Bay front was the toughest group to run the football against last year, and you can see why with plays like that. This is a good unit that got into the backfield and stopped that play before it could get started.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, check back 40-foot side. Come on, D. 6 more. Check 6 guard. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Come get some. Come on, come get me. Get up. Hey, check 26. 45 the mic. Target. 36. Wide left. Safety's creeping. Check 4.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Rodgers looking to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Right. He's down right here. He's down right. Number 50. Box it.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
3-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, Brady. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brady. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.